Have you decided on an objective?
Why is she major break risk?
Which feels like being major break risk.
Malnutrition.
You hear me?
What?
Have you decided on an objective?
Right now it's survive.
Well, I mean, you can play for many different reasons.
Jesus, she hates everyone. Well, I might try to beat it. I just gotta figure out what I need to do. Right now, I want to get, like, my goal for today is to get the advanced medical beds that I've got installed and get, like, a surgery room built. So, like, a major recovery room. Why does she hate
really
everyone? What?
You know what's really sad is hospital beds require 10 medicine per to build, and they hardly do anything more than a regular bed.
Remember, I've got a mod that adds, like, different ones.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, actually, hospital beds increase immunity gain speed.
Yeah, look at her.
Most people consider that useless.
Look at her. She's rivals with everyone.
Let me open your stream. It just means she has bad social interactions with all of them. You should highlight over them and see why. She's probably like annoying voice or something.
So she's still mad that I imprisoned her.
Oh yeah, she was someone you converted. I'm not sure if that'll go away. Oh, she's a nudist. Lel. So she's saying very ugly environment. Where is she at?
Yeah.
She's feeling that way because your room is all connected. You need to split that place out. Well, first things first, address your geyser. So that room is all a single room. So if there's dirt anywhere in that room, she is going to be mad. So if you make some passageways with doors, it'll split the room up. Like, you should probably chunk that room into 4 different rooms. Or something like that. Like, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's huge. So, yeah. Are you making those out of wood? No. Yeah, so look at the temperature inside. And then look outside.
Temperature inside 69, 77. Like, I've got, look at...
Weird, I don't know how the heat's not building up more. Oh, you have coolers all over the place.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, that's so much power. You're basically fighting that geyser. If you were to turn all those coolers off, inside would get to about 110. But yeah, a lot of people actually use geysers. Like, you can build on a geyser and use it for heat. It's just, there's kind of like a delicate balance. You can use vents to, like, vents are much cheaper than coolers. They don't require power, they don't require components, and they require a much smaller amount of steel. Oh, dude, who's missing their right arm?
Bohagen.
Who's that? Oh, it's one of your people.
He's
Damn,
one of my builders, so it's really bad.
Well, you can get a bionic arm for him if you see one. Like, just because a colonist is missing an arm is not a big deal. Like, bionic is better. Unless he's a prostaphobe, then it's not going to be very great. But there's certain parts you don't want to be missing. Like, you can't... Bionic armor will replace lost fingers as well. Same with bionic legs with toes. But, like, if their pelvis gets destroyed or something like that, then you're in trouble. A colonist with the destroyed pelvis, I think, is fucked. Because they're incapable of walking, and I don't think you can replace that part. At that point, you choose to vegetable them. You know, administer smoke leak joint until they OD
like
and die.
200 some degrees in there.
Yeah, those geysers generate 8. Oh, it's gonna keep going up too. Oh, actually, it looks like it's.
Hang on, they didn't
So
get rid
heat
of it.
dispersion goes through walls. So those walls are not gonna fully prevent that. You need to get.
They aren't getting rid of the roof again.
Expand no roof area. They do not, if you remove the roofing area, they don't care because it's still enclosed. They'll re-say, oh, we need to put a roof on this. Does it make sense? Like, if
Yeah.
they see an enclosed area, they're going to re-roof it. No matter how many times you remove it. But if you say expand no roof area, they have to remove the roof there. And now, the temperature should be a lot better.
Yeah, it's not climbing.
Well, that's because the heat's escaping. But yeah, freaking, I like that. The game's heat dispersion is pretty intuitive. I think it's good.
So which room were you saying to divide up into 4?
The giant one, that, dude, everything that does not have walls and doors is a singular room. So your work area, the hallway, the one that goes up to the thermal vent, all around the thermal vent, through the hallway with the pillars, all that is one room. So if there's dirt all the way up on the northern end, they're going to be upset at the bottom end for ugly environment. So if you put some walls and doors, wood doors open really fast compared to other doors. If you click the door information tab, you'll see its opening speed. Wood doors are the fastest. Basically, if you just put walls, like wood walls and wood doors throughout that place, it'll divvy up the room into multiple sections. Like if you put walls right outside that geothermal geyser and put a door, and then on every hallway you put like walls and a door, and you keep the doors open, it's not going to affect the colonists at all, and it'll split the room up. But currently, if like there's mess anywhere in that base, people in the work area are going to be upset. Just remember, if you enclose an area, it's going to count everywhere that's enclosed that does not have walls and or a door. Oh, escape pod.
Yeah.
Game's trying to give you new people. Not bad. I'd say the colonist is pretty good. And
Yeah.
like I told you, if I see passion in shooting of any kind, and passion of any kind in a singular skill that I want, growing is one of them, and if they have green thumb, it's even better.
Yeah, he has green
Because
thumb,
that's
so...
he gets happy by doing sewing, then that's a good colonist. As long as he can do dumb labor. Dumb labor is like the big thing. And remember, rescue them. If they do not convert to your side, like when it says they're no longer incapable of walking, if they start walking off, try to arrest him and beat his ass if he tries to run. He might, it's like a 50-50 chance when you rescue that they'll join you.
Dude,
Also, I would hold...
shot.
Yeah. Well, dude, he escaped from a ship that was being taken over. So I would probably also hold some doors open in your base. There's really no reason not to. The only doors you don't want to hold open are ones that are leading to the outside. Also, your base is very ineffective. You have no door on the northern end. Like, you need some extra doors. Because right now, if they're, like, all the way on the northern end on the inside, they have to run all the way out to the front. And around. I like how you're, like, scared of an ibex still. Dude, okay, IJ, I gotta teach you something. Wild animals that are in Manhunter will come to you. So, oh, you trained your dog. I can tell, because it's following you when you draft. You can change that. It's under the animal tab. Blake got an infection.
Yeah, that's the person I rescued.
Click on him. Let's see it.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Except you've got him on herbal med. There's a pretty good chance he won't fight that off unless the guy who's doctoring him is really good. It's also because that room is dirty. Oh, so you can use that beauty thing that I told you to check the, like, where dirt is, because dirt's really hard to see. If they walk on dirt and they come into a room that has a floor, they will track dirt in.
Which one is it?
The one in the middle. The environment display. if you highlight over the
Oh, I
base,
see
if you
it.
see any negative 15s, that's dirt or blood. So basically, with the base this big, you pretty much are gonna have to have someone on cleaning full time.
She's wandering.
That means she did not join you, so you know what to do. Holy shit, you set her on Glitter World Medicine. Are you serious, IJ? Do you know what Glitter World Medicine is? Someone without a doctor skill pretty much will get 100% tend from Glitter World.
Oh shit, he punched her and she died.
Yeah, she was badly wounded, so her consciousness was very low and he just punched her and killed her. It happens. That was your only choice, to try and get her. Kinda sucks she didn't join. I mean, it wasn't your only choice. You could have also shot her with a low power weapon and hoped she didn't die. But if she died to a punch, really likely. Like, if her head was damaged and it was at like 2 HP out of 20 and he punched her in the head, she died.
How do I get these corpses out of my stockpile?
So there's two ways. First way is build graves and go under their details and change them to accept animal corpses. But they'll bury literally any animal corpse on the map. And the second way is, do you have electric cremation research? It's after electric smelting.
I don't think so.
Well, if you have that, you can cremate corpses. Cremating is always better. Like, electric cremation is the better burying. It's one of my first things I get. What is autopsy?
That is...
Where's all your food?
Yeah, I ran out of potatoes. I gotta go send out a hunting party.
Yeah, but I mean, you could always grow more. Like, your growing fields seem really small. Also, don't forget, fine meals are the same material cost as simple meals, and they provide a mood bonus if they eat them. But you must have vegetables and meat for a fine meal, whereas simple meals can be vegetables or meat. Lavish meals are the ones that require more. A lavish meal is twice the cost of a fine or a simple, but it provides more mood boost. And
Holy
it's
shit,
exactly
look
like
at
the
all
fine.
these rats.
Yeah,
They
what
all
the
need-
fuck?
They all need to die.
You think that? Dude, rats give, like, no meat. I typically don't hunt little stuff, and I try to keep a predator on the map to take care of them. Like, for me, in the arachnophobia mod, the giant spiders mostly take care of rats. But since I started housing giant spiders, they're in my fucking base now because of the nests. Like, if you have a cougar or a bear or something like that, they will basically keep all that population down.
Yeah,
You need
except
something.
they started eating my chicks.
Yeah, they'll go for them too. But that just means you need to make sure that the chicks are, like, in a safe place, so you'd reduce your animal area. Remember how I build a compound? Chicks stay in the compound. Bear stays out. If bear wanders in, bear gets killed. Good thing about hunting rats is your chance of killing them is, like, guaranteed. So you don't have to worry about a rat coming after you. Like, it's just not going to, because you're gonna kill it.
You know what? I have a better idea.
Do you?
Yeah, it's gonna be messy, but it'll work. Where did it
You're gonna
go?
throw a grenade at them, aren't you?
Yes.
That's a good idea. Because
Except I don't know where my
rats
grenade-
heard.
I don't know where my grenades are.
Did you sell them?
No.
They've got the haul quickly symbol on them, so they're overridden. I don't know how you got a haul quickly on them. Well, there's no good eyes. It's really obvious. It's 3 green dots. But I don't know why, like, it's got the haul quickly symbol on it when it's in a stockpile. So grenades are random. They will throw it into a 3x3 area, and you do not know where the grenade will go. That will not change anything because there's so many rats. Also, can he hunt with the grenades? Oh my god! I did not know that. Anyway, you should draft him and use B to target and just blow area. Just be careful because your colonists will come to pick up bodies. Also, grenades might be blowing body parts off, which reduces the meat count. Guns will do this. Dude, they're sleeping, IJ. This is perfect.
I know, but alright.
When they sleep, they, like, kind of gather up. One grenade is all you need. After a grenade is thrown, you can move him and grenade a new spot. Because more grenades will cause... You can blow bodies apart. Like, there's not going to be anything left. Also, you could slow it down to make it a little bit slower. Dude, you're still throwing multiple grenades. He's gonna continue to throw. Like, click on those bodies he just grenaded and look at how damaged they are.
Missing body parts, 28%, 36%. Yeah, but I mean, fuck rats.
I know, but like 2 grenades probably has a chance of just blowing the body to nothing. Dude, I never thought about using grenades as a hunting tool. That is actually really smart on larger targets. You know grenades hit for 40, right? They're equivalent to a sniper rifle in damage. Yeah, I mean, don't forget to unforbid. That's cool. I never thought about grenades for that. That's really smart, because grenades are going to cause an animal to not, like, run. One big problem I've got with hunting is, like, if you put a low-powered weapon on them, the animal will run all over the fucking place because it's losing health. But a grenade's not going to let it do that. Grenade's pretty much down whatever they hit right away.
This dude's meditating. I've never seen them do that.
It's a joy thing. Meditating, praying. They go to their room to meditate, if I remember correctly. Do you have a chessboard?
No.
They'd probably like that. Also, IJ!
What?
I see dirt under doors. What is wrong with you?
What the fuck? How'd that get there?
I see 3 of them. God, you're funny. I talked to you about it yesterday, and half your base is fixed, and that one's like... Ah. It's like an eyesore. I don't know how you didn't see it. I like how your animals have a hole in their wall.
Yeah.
What happened?
Sapper group.
Oh, okay. So you've encountered a sapper group. Why they would sapper in there is beyond me. They usually go for colonist beds. Why did they go in there?
I don't know, but they really wanted my animals. I lost a good chunk of chickens, like... Oh no, it wasn't sapper group, it was barbarians. They came in and started clubbing my chickens.
Barbarians?
So,
You mean tribes people?
yeah, and then
That'd be awesome if barbarians were in the game, but it is the
well,
year
they started
5500.
doing that, and I sent Grenade Boy at them and blew them and a couple of chickens up.
Well, it works. I mean, you're learning how to defend. That's going to be important.
Notice my big ass stockpile out here for rocks and wood, things
Yep.
that don't degrade.
Well, wood does, but oh well. Rocks do not. Oh, look at that high-tech research bench.
Yeah.
What are you researching with it?
Better
Wait,
guns.
if you have a high-tech research bench, you have access to the comms console and orbital trade beacons. They're under your miscellaneous tab. Architect miscellaneous. Those allow you to trade with trade ships. Trade ships contain very higher stocks of everything. The trade beacon is so that you can trade the items that are within the trade beacon's area, and the comms console is what your colonist has to access to talk to the ships. Ships are completely independent of colonies, but they'll show up. It'll be like a bulk goods trading ship is passing by, and you will just like trade them. Oh, dude, it looks like you're gonna be able to fit exactly 2 beacons in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on it though.
Well, I'm telling you, you need to do. Like, it allows more trading. Like, trade ships can show up. Okay, so here's an example. A caravan showing up with bulk goods will want to buy like clothing and whatnot and sell like various things you need. They'll have an amount of silver on them that's like 900 to 1200. A trade ship for bulk goods will have an amount of silver of like 3200 to 4k, and they'll contain more items in kind of the same fashion. So like 3 or 4 times as much. Trade ships are really important. God, read the research when you do it. I don't want to spoil that kind of thing to you, but if you've already got that research done, and I know you've had it done for a while, like, not even using it. Look at all these guns, what the fuck?
They're all shit.
Lever action is probably not going to be. Oh, it's made in the smithy. That's interesting. Dude, I'll tell you what, great bows are really good. It's only 50 wood. They have extremely good accuracy and a long range. They hit as hard as a bolt. Do you know that bolt action rifle you've got?
Yeah.
A great bow is damn near equivalent, except less range. Bolt action is a little higher accuracy in exchange for a little higher cooldown. But the range is like also a good deal longer.
Yeah, let's see. It's getting close to winter, so I need to make some new parkas.
What you need to do is make your crop fields bigger, but it's a little late.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose your crops pretty soon. Because if you look outside, well, I don't know, it says it's 87 degrees. It's still pretty hot, but it is just out of summer.
I'll expand the rice one since that's the fastest growing.
Oh, you're not growing any corn.
No,
Oh, yeah, you are. I lied, yeah, you are. Oh, they expanded the rice onto not rich soil. You could simply create another rice field that is purely on rich soil. Also, if you use delete zone, it won't delete the entire zone. It'll delete whatever you're highlighting. So that area you just made, you can take it away really simply.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go.
I know,
I'm
I'm not
just
saying
trying
you
to
should.
get as much
I'm just
down as
telling-
I can.
Well, I'm just pointing it out because delete area sounds like delete the whole thing. That's not how it is. Where's your stream buffer? Oh, we're good.
God, these guys cannot shoot for shit.
I already told you, animals 20% accuracy when they're sleeping. And a pistol sucks balls. And your guy just shot it a whole bunch and decided to leave it. Oh, he fed a chicken. Why is he feeding a chicken?
I don't know.
It's sleeping and starving, that's why, but like...
It
that's the
has
chicken's
no
fault.
legs.
What? Kill it, dude. It has no moving. They've been running to that chicken and feeding it the whole time. Better check all of them. You don't need to slaughter a chicken with one leg missing, you asshole. However, it makes sense, because you don't need a lot of roosters.
At least take it to the stockpile, you bitch.
Nah,
Alright,
dude.
clean up the
Isn't
blood,
it
that's
forbidden?
fine.
Oh, look, more dirt underneath of a door. God, you're bad.
How does that keep happening? I know
What do
I
you
filled
mean?
them all.
Fire? Have you had a bad fire catastrophe?
I had this try explode, but
I don't know what this is.
I just moved to it.
Yeah, but obviously I'm 15 seconds behind. 10 seconds. Okay.
I had that
I'm referring to a bad fire thing as in like a raid happens and a flash storm and the flash storm sparks an area and you're dealing with the raid and suddenly half your base is in flames and
No.
you can't keep up. Okay, it happens.
Dude, I have so much like leather and wool and stuff from different animals. You know,
Yeah,
one
and
thing
no
with
electric
Maverick
boiler bench?
being gone is I don't have somebody with a broken jaw anymore.
That is a really cruel way of looking at it. I think that you can install dentures. Like wooden dentures. But I don't know. Yeah, you know what you also don't have? The stats that Maverick had, which are good. Your cook is still alive, right?
No, I'm training to do one.
Okay.
I mean, he does an okay job.
I like how they're pulling all that meat on that stockpile and it's not getting cooked. Obviously your cook is not cooking.
He's butchering.
Did you tell him to butcher?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you tell someone to do something, they will do it until they collapse. So it's kind of a bad thing to do. Obviously, if a body's going to spoil, you do it. You know what you could do, by the way, is mine out right behind that butcher table Add a door and make a freezer there for bodies, and change it from your other freezer. Left freezer for food, right and like food ingredients, and right freezer for bodies. That way he doesn't have to travel.
Can they
very
walk
far.
over the tables?
Yes. It's not good though, because it drops their movement speed to like half while they're doing it. You know, to symbolize that they're trying to crawl over a goddamn table.
I got another idea. If I give the butcher a parka, like warm clothes, and just put him in the freezer and make him work in there.
It's possible, yeah. I think they will still be... no, I don't think they'll be upset so long as they're not sleeping in it. I know that there's a debuff they get when sleeping in cold, up to a certain degree. But I don't think that, like, it matters much for that other one.
Okay, and I'm also noticing they're walking
That is a good
around.
idea, actually, Jay. Like, that was really smart.
Wait, what's a dumping stockpile?
A stockpile that starts with all stone chunks, all steel slag, bodies, that kind of thing. It's like everything you typically wouldn't want to put in a regular stockpile. I never use them, because you can always put... I mean, I use them, like, if I need rocks out of the way and shit. Also, you could tell your butcher to... Well, currently it's much better for him to have carried a stockpile. Because if he butchers some... I don't understand something in this game. If you have carry to stockpile, he will butcher no matter what size animal, even something huge, and he'll be able to carry all the meat at once to the stockpile. Like if you butcher a thrumbo, it's 490 meat, and he can carry all 490 to the stockpile. But they can't carry 490 of anything. What the fuck sense is that?
Now he's praying.
Yeah, dude, I would be too if I was in your colony.
Damn.
2 or 3 of your colonists have already been killed by the pointy god called heat stroke. But see, like, you addressed the issue. Now you've got cooling. Now your next issue coming up is going to be affording power for defenses.
Yeah,
you don't even have gun turrets, but gun turrets draw a lot of power. I'm pretty sure I draw about 7,000 or 8,000 watts for mine.
Yeah. I do
and mine
like
do
that
not
I have
defend raids right now.
like I have one guy that's a night owl, so there's always stuff getting done.
Okay. What about it?
I just think that's good.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The only problem, like I said, there is a problem with it. If every colonist is like sleeping and he's the cook, yeah, then he's cooking and no one can really do anything. The only problem, so there's a good thing about night owls that I've never seen anybody even address, and that is night owls work at night, and that also means animals are asleep at night. So if you have a night owl, his chance of getting attacked by a wild anything is like none. So it's like a side benefit. I really care about that because my colonists get ripped apart all the time. Animals are ferocious, man.
Do I have anyone that's passionate for cooking? Nope.
That's not good. Because since you're not running any mods that like increase the amount of loads that you can cook at once, it's going to make it very hard to feed colonists when you get a lot. I address this just by adding more cooking places. But most people just add mods to fix that. Like being able to cook multiple at a time makes sense on how big that cook stove is. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I
like
need
that.
Bull cooking full time. He's so much faster.
Is he?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Haha, I'm so funny.
Yeah, he's significantly faster than the other guy.
Yeah, cooking skill translates to food poison chance and cooking speed. So yes, having a higher level cook is good. Having a higher level anything is good, but cooking is one of the more important ones.
Like, has he finished any of these rifles yet? No, he hasn't done jack shit.
What a boss. It's like, fuck this guy.
Like, what about
It's
smithing?
crafting skill, so if you have him doing both cooking and crafting, and his cooking never stops, he's never gonna get to the crafting.
Like, dude, this dude's got a passion for, like, burning passion for crafting, so, but he's only level 3. But I think burning passion would mean that he's gonna level that much faster on it.
Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. If you have someone with passion, it will level. Remember, highlight over the skill and you'll see what it does. No passion is 33% leveling speed. Passion, so let's say they get 100 experience for cooking a meal. 33% means they're going to get 33 experience. If they have passion, they're going to get 100. If they have burning passion, they're going to get 150. So burning passion is 4.5 times as fast as no passion, and passion is 3 times as fast as no passion. So burning passion is the best. But passion is still good.
No, he's the only one that has any kind of passion for smithing, so now he's full-time smithing.
Yeah. And smithing is crafting, by the way. Like, I know it's a different tab, but smithing, tailoring, and crafting are all under crafting. There's very few things that the game is a little bit stupid with. Like, I think I already told you one. Freaking how the drug lab producing drugs is crafting, but it uses the intellectual skill.
Yeah.
The stone cutting uses construction, but requires crafting. Like, it's fucking retarded. So you have to have a colonist on crafting to do it. So the way I handle that is I tell the station, for stone cutting, you have to have a minimum skill of 10 construction to do it. And that'll make it so my crafter will never try to cut blocks. And then I tell the crafting station minimum skill of crafting of 10, and then my constructionist will never try crafting. Make sense?
Yeah.
Just set level restrictions, and then you don't have to worry about it.
I need to keep my chickens in one area so I can see all of them and butcher them if need be.
The thing is, I think the eggs, when they hatch, will automatically go to the animal area that the parents are set to, but I can't remember.
I have a pregnant alpaca.
Yeah, man. Animals fuck all the time. Get used to it. It's really bad for me because I have so many. Polar bears are knocked up 24/7. I mean, I had that female thrumbo for like 30 days so far. I got the male thrumbo. Day later, it was pregnant. The female.
Okay, I know there was a floor there. What the fuck? I think if things get walked on a lot, they
No.
degrade.
Nope. Wait, did you rebuild it?
Rebuild what?
The floor there?
I am now.
Yeah, now. I don't think you built it in the first place. What do you think I was bitching about when I said another piece with dirt? That was it.
Oh, I found other places then.
I wonder how Crispin's colony's doing. I like that about Rimworld, how like you can watch people's progress. I like it. For me, it's really fun because I understand a lot about the game now, so I can just look and see like what's going on and what choices you've made. Like when I saw your colonists go down, I kind of knew ahead of time what was going to happen to them. Like you didn't understand the heat mechanic very well, or like the geyser. If I had probably not told you about that geyser, that would have fucked you over pretty hard. But like, I can see things coming ahead of time. Like right now, I see how many coolers you have on your base, and I'm like, lol, how's it gonna handle that power? Like you're handling it now, but gun turrets are like 350 power a piece, and you're gonna need more than one. You could attach them to a power switch and have the gun turrets not draw power until the flick is switched, but then like you still have to have a certain amount of power. I still want to see you get involved with drugs.
Oh, perfect. There's a mega sloth.
Yep.
Hunt that bitch.
So before you hunt it, click on its information tab. What can you notice about it? If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see its melee damage per hit and how often it hits, so you'll get an average DPS. The per hit is what's really important. That's not what I'm having you look at, but of its stats, what's important to note?
Wildness.
No. Something
Meat
that
amount?
pertains to you hunting it. Well, no shit, but I mean, like, we know it gives a lot of meat. Something about it is important to you hunting it. Look at its base movement speed. It's slower than a colonist. Base.
So you can kite it.
So you can kite it even without hurting it. That's very important.
Oh, why is my dog hurt? It got in a fight with a tortoise.
It's because it's hungry and it went for food. But that's no big deal. Your dog's probably not lost that much health. It's just a couple wounds. If they get infected, luckily enough you can set beds and put it in a hospital. This is so annoying, man. Trying to level my stupid ass pickaxe up to Fortune 3 and it's taking forever. Hey IJ, are you able to mute your sound on stream?
Yeah.
You should do it real quick. What you thought. About what I thought.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, look at how fast he gains experience while working on something.
Crafting? Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's fast? Use the smooth floor option and let someone with burning passion for construction. Dude, your construction's level 16.
I know. I gotta
Smooth floor is really, really good for experience.
I gotta get him a prosthetic arm though. Like,
340? Dude, leveling a pickaxe by just mining is not a good way to go. I'm actually just going to use my hammer. Dude, Mega Sloths are really tanky.
Dude, he ran up
What
to
gun
it
are
after...
you using?
It's O'Hare or O'Kane. Bolt action.
Really? How can you? Is he trigger happy? I was gonna say he's shooting that awfully fast.
No. He's just
Maybe you
got
were
7
just-
shooting.
Well, shooting doesn't dictate shooting speed. I bet it's because like you had the game on 3x. But yeah, Mega Sloths are lovely. The amount of meat. Are you telling him what's your guy's cooking skill?
It is 6.
Yeah, you should tell him to make fine meals. Because you have vegetables and meat. Fine meals are just a better simple meal. They give more, the thing about higher meal quality is they give more experience. Lavish meals give a lot, but obviously you tank in food. Okay, I'm going to explain it one more time. Simple meals can be made out of anything. They require 10 of anything. Fine meals require 5 of meat and 5 of vegetable. They give more experience than a simple meal, and they give 5 mood bonus to anyone who eats it. Lavish meal requires 10 vegetation and 10 meat, so they're more expensive than simple or the other one, but they give 10 mood bonus, and they give a lot more experience. So that's the balance. None of them feed any more than the other. They're all considered the same. I think that lavish meals should give about a little bit more hunger, but they're already filling a colonist anyway. Maybe lavish meals should drop the hunger rate by like 0.2 or 0.3 or something for a little while. Because right now it's not really balanced, that they don't really do anything better. It's like all they are is a food sink.
Yeah, this Riandra, I guess she hates people, but she's really good with animals.
Is it because of her psyche? I forgot that you have that mod.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Psyche. Empathetic and polite, but she's not compassionate, she's not pure, not aggressive, not... Wait a minute, they change. I just saw one change, so I guess these are gonna change throughout the game.
I have no idea.
It's super complicated.
Yeah, I know. Most people have said that mod is really good. It's just it's incompatible with a lot of the more popular ones, so people don't like it. I don't know which ones it's not compatible with.
I was gonna say I'm not having compatibility.
Yeah, but you're not running very many. And you're
Damn,
not running
this
the
thing
popular
blew up
ones.
again.
Well, one blew up again.
This cooler. It's the second time it's short.
It's not the cooler that blew up.
It's just random.
Wait. Oh yeah, it's the event. If you read what it says, it's on the right, the yellow thing. Blows up a random conduit on the line. You just got lucky and got the same spot twice. That's why I don't like running batteries. Batteries are obviously like really good to store power, and therefore the developer wanted a compensation for it. The compensation is you'll have power stored and on standby, but your conduit can blow up at any time. It's kind of like a realism thing, you know? A power overload in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you run straight power, you don't have that problem. Is that how it would be in real life?
What?
If you ran direct power from something, like if you skipped the battery process, you would reduce the risk?
Not necessarily.
Like if you had a water wheel generating power, like hydroelectric, and you had power directly attached, obviously the power stops if the water wheel stops. But like, let's say it doesn't. Would it be less risk than having some power storage source attached? I don't know. I'm not
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm curious if that's like a conscious choice. I'm not sure if he's doing it for balance or for realistic.
In real life, if you got a surge in a power conduit, it wouldn't explode, but it would melt the insulation on it and start a fire.
And do you think it would short out the battery?
Yeah, if there's a break in the line and it hits like another line or something, or like a piece of metal, it'll short.
Yeah, well, I'm referencing because it shorts out your battery. Like, all the power is drained from the battery when that event happens. Because if you haven't noticed, Rimworld kind of tries to base it off how it would be in real life.
Yeah. I like how this guy has one arm, but he still loves building things.
Yeah, you really need to get him a second arm. That much
Yeah.
manipulation gone is a big deal for many things. Like, it slows his crafting speed, it slows his ability to build, he has a higher construction fail chance. His construct fail chance is probably really bad.
Yeah, he
Arm's
fails
important.
all the time.
Well, look at it. If you go into his stats, you can find it. Shit, my bag is full. Fuck. Still no lapis.
Yeah, I'm working on, I'm getting my surgery room ready. As soon as I... For prosthetics.
Well,
Like,
do you have prosthetics?
No, but I'm getting there.
I mean, can you get them? Because normally when you play base game, you cannot get prosthetics unless you trade for them. I believe exotic goods vendors will carry prosthetics, but there's certain mods like extended prosthetics and organs that adds some that you can craft.
I'm gonna have to get that mod. That sounds like one I could add later.
I love it. It's really balanced too, because uranium is an extremely hard to get resource. Like, you can only get it from traders, it's expensive as fuck. But you can also mine for it or deep drill for it, but it's not like, I don't know much about deep drilling, but mining, it's rare. I've only seen it on a few maps. And the organs require energized components, which are components plus 30 uranium a piece. Like an advanced bionic something. Okay, so to make a bionic eye, you need 3 energized components and one something. I think you need like a simple bionic eye, which is like one energized component, one, and then that's it. Then you upgrade that into the bionic eye with like 3 energized components and one simple bionic eye. And then you upgrade that to the advanced bionic eye, which is like 5 energized components and the bionic eye. So altogether, it's like 9 energized components, which is 270 uranium, which is not balanced at all. That's very hard to get your hands on. I'm not sure about deep drilling, though. That might do it.
I thought you said chickens will take care of themselves.
Yeah, they eat grass. Did you make their animal area really small?
I just expanded it. I guess
Yeah,
it was
well,
too small.
well, yeah, they'll eat all the grass within the area. They have to have a big enough area that it can start to grow back. So yeah, I did tell you chickens can take care of themselves, and that's because they can. The fuck just hit me?
I'll be right back.
Oh, you. Leaving without pausing is a bad idea. I hope he gets raided.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, so pause when you leave, because raids don't pause.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, you have it set. Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot that's an option. Yeah, mine is turned off.
Oh fuck, I lost my salesperson. Who has good social?
I really like that you're not save scumming. It's adding a lot to the gameplay.
Oh,
At least
pissed off chick has good social.
because that makes sense.
Well, she has passion for it too.
I know, it's just like, she hates everyone, but she's a really fantastic salesperson.
Oh, good. I can get rid of these shit guns.
Dude, you already made great bows and you're not even using them. They have some good stuff. Those advanced helmets, that superior one is really good. Not the power armor helmet, but the advanced is good. How much can you... Oh, dude, you can afford a lot of stuff, IJ.
Yeah, I'm looking at...
That plasteel knife's worth a lot.
Yeah, I sold it.
Definitely. I don't know. The bolt action's not bad, but you probably have enough research now that you can make those. The armor vest is pretty good, and the steel advanced helmet superior is pretty good. The normal
Okay.
is also pretty good. I'd probably buy both helmets and the armor vest. But like, silver is good. Having more of it when traders do come is also good. If you'd eventually make a damn comms console, you might get something really good.
Yeah, I think I'll go with
Think
just
of a
the
comms
armor.
console as more traders. And not to mention, exotic ships are pretty common, and they contain lots of bionic shit and exotic animals like polar bears.
Mechanoids, they're attacking immediately.
Okay, so
There's
this is
only
gonna be your
one.
first experience with mechanoids. So is it a centipede or a scyther?
Scyther.
It's a scyther. So scythers are long range, have extraordinary accuracy. However, you cannot melee these fucks. Trust me. Their blade is super high damage.
So you want to know what's funny?
So you need to try and lure it closer and then gangbang it with multiple what? Oh, the caravan. They're gonna fight the care. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna
They're
put
gonna
all my guys right at the inside entrance.
That doesn't help. You need
No,
to
if
figure out
it-
what the scyther's targeting.
I know that's what I'm doing, but I'm moving.
It's
them
probably
all
gonna
in
go after your coolers because you have them exposed.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to build a small little outjut of stone around them and leave a 1x1 open to disperse the heat with no roof. But yeah, so that scyther's gonna break open your coolers and run into your base. So it's gonna avoid that caravan completely. You might be fighting in your base for this one.
And I gotta make sure Homeboy doesn't have grenade. He still has grenades. Fuck.
I'm warning you, scythers are really strong. Like, you're gonna lose limbs if it hits someone, like... If it shoots them in the arm and they have no armor, I believe it tears the arm off. Its damage on its charge rifle is, like, really high.
Oh no. Don't throw a grenade at him.
By the way, slowing down the game is usually a good idea. You're getting way too close to that site. Ajay, don't forget, your colonists have range. Also, their accuracy, my god. You need to chuck a grenade at him. Why is your guys just sitting there? Wait, the dog got involved in everything. Oh, dude, he's gonna fuck your dog up.
No. He threw a grenade.
The dog's dead?
Rip dog.
Did it die? Oh, it only went down. You can rescue the dog. It's gonna be fucked though. You let that scyther melee the hell out of it. Finish off causes a significantly high amount of damage to the head. Oh, I should explain that. So with scythers, when they're dead, you can pull the blades off of them if they're still intact. The blades are counted as an exotic good and they're very expensive. But in order to do that, you have to go under its health tab and put it as an operation. You cannot do it to a dead scyther, so you finished it off.
Oh, poor dog. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I think he's going to. It depends. Whoever's doing the medical work is really shit.
No, he died. Oh well.
Who the hell did that medical work? They're bad. Well, rip dog. I told you, dude. You see how bad that scyther fucked it up?
Yeah.
Ripped its ear off, ripped its tail off, put some serious wounds in it. Their melee is way stronger than their ranged.
Wait, how do I change a grave to animal?
It's under the bill. But the grave has to be empty to do it. Also, why are you doing that? Make a sarcophagi, you asshole. These are some colony animals you're burying here. I just cremate them. Okay, you're making it out of wood. So,
Boom rat has gone mad. Okay, they'll come.
So what you needed to do, dude, you just named a alpaca hutch.
I know. What were you gonna
So
say?
what you needed to do there is, as soon as that dog went down, set someone to rescue it and grab your colonist that is good at doctoring and move him either to the medicine pile, because that's where he's going to grab medicine, or if you're not using medicine on the dog, put him near the dog. And as soon as the dog gets rescued, right-click him, like undraft him, right-click him, and have him start healing the dog.
Oh
Your
shit!
problem
The boom
is,
rat got in the house.
well, yeah, there's a hole in your house, dude. That Scyther took care of that. So the problem is, you had a really shitty doctor get on him, and he was so slow he couldn't get the wounds patched up before it bled to death. This is gonna be hilarious.
Oh,
to
you
watch.
dumb motherfucker!
Here comes the explosion. Is this the grenade guy? No. How is he a dumb motherfucker? You're the one who kept shooting it.
I thought he threw a grenade, then I remembered it was a boom rat.
Oh. You better hope. Oh, dude, if that was Mad Animal Boomalope, IJ, I would have laughed. If that was a Boomalope coming in your house, that fire would have been about 10 times the size. They
Yeah.
blow up in like a 7x7 area.
Where's my... Oh, my night owl is hurt. What's the matter with him?
Well, he did just have a boom rat eating. Jesus, look at all the fucking wounds. My god, IJ.
Yeah.
You've been through some rough times.
Okay, I need my best medic.
Infections are basically almost guaranteed if the place is not clean. And I'm willing to bet there's like dirt and shit in there. That's why I don't go with such a big hospital. Like, I think you're not understanding that you can put a lot more beds in a smaller area. Like, that is a massive hospital. If I was you, I would have converted half of it to a hospital and half of it to a prison. Do you even have a prison?
Yeah, I did.
Did?
Yeah, the Scyther destroyed the beds.
All of them?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there was only 2. Yeah, what you should do is maybe convert that prison that you currently had into 2 bedrooms and convert half of your hospital into a prison. Because, like, you've got way too large of rooms. Remember, a good-sized bedroom... Dude, your bedrooms are even bigger than I make mine. So put that in perspective for your hospital. Oh, yeah. But definitely the one thing that I want you to understand is that there's no one way to play the game. Many people have different strategies, so what I'm mentioning to you is not like this is the way you do it. It's just a little bit like an efficiency increase. There's probably more efficient things out there than what I'm mentioning that I don't know. You know what was really funny is, you know how I call all my shovels on Tinker's Construct penis?
Yeah.
So I had that named that, and I was showing Jose the game, and he was like, "What the fuck, was that shovel's name penis?" And I was like,
Maybe.
to explain it or not to explain it? He's like, why would you name your tool that? He's like 17, and I was like, bit of a story, but it has to do with me making tools for friends and deciding to name it stupid things. He's like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I did that before. It's like, yeah. Of course, he did it in Pokemon. He was naming his Pokemon after genitals. Don't know why he chose to do that. Wasn't gonna ask questions.
How do I make cloth?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cotton. Cotton plants provide cloth. Like, it just is made directly in the cloth, which I think that could be expanded upon. Oh, I got lapis. Fuck yeah. That took a while, but I got it. I want lapis so I can go through my mining tunnel and just pick out all the resources out of the walls without having a 5x3 hole.
I'm making a game room.
A what?
Game room.
Oh, like a joy room. Right?
A rooster had a heart attack.
Old rooster. Heart attacks can happen. I don't know this for a fact. I don't know the mechanic, but it seems like animals or colonists can have heart attacks at any time once they reach a certain age.
Okay, it just fixed itself. It's like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna go eat now. Fucking chickens.
Yeah, I mean, that means it made it through the heart attack, but they can also die from it. It's kind of like how a heart attack would happen in real life. Sometimes they're not fatal.
I think they butchered the dog.
They did. Because you have butcher animals set to repeat. And you didn't tell them to prioritize burying it, so they weren't going to do it. Rip dog. Oh, I have to add that to... Dude, I have to add a lot of shit to your list. Hold on.
I know.
What was the dog's name? Julia?
Yeah.
And what was the other colonist that died? Maverick and who?
One sand.
There. Look in your chat.
Joe one. Many chickens.
Many. I don't even know how many have died, but it's been many.
Excuse me, rabbit.
That is actually a hare.
It's dinner is what it is.
Oh, God. Like, I don't give a fuck what its name is. I'm eating it. All I hear is, it's dinner's what it is. Like, I wasn't even looking and I heard it get fucked.
It just came in and ate a fine meal. I'm not gonna let it get away with
Oh
that.
my God. I hate animals. Hey man, animals like to eat good too, IJ.
Yeah.
Ate a fine motherfucking ass meal.
You're still not done with that fucking... Jesus Christ. That lever
What?
action still isn't done.
Oh, they take a while and he's got one arm, dude.
Oh, I got one done.
Yeah.
Here,
Wait
go
till you make a
equip
duster.
that, get rid of your fucking grenades so you stop blowing up the house.
I want to know how bad it's going to be once you try making a duster. Actually, power armor is fucking hilarious. So
Why?
just put it, so hit the information tab on that lever action rifle build, and then hit the information on the lever action and tell me how much work is required.
Wait, how do I look at details?
Go under the details of the bill, and then
Yeah.
go under the information tab on the lever
Oh,
action
there we
rifle.
go.
How much work?
900.
Okay, so the work, oh, that's actually quite a bit. Jesus. The power armor work required is 1667.
Damn.
Dusters are 387. I thought that lever action wouldn't be
Actually,
that
we're
much.
about to have repeating arms, so...
Lever action is still really good, dude.
Well,
Oh wait, that's a lever action rifle. I'm referring to a bolt action rifle. That's a modded one, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. So it's got to be pretty strong then. Give me some info, like show me a page.
There we go. $11 damage, 28 range, 0.6 seconds.
That is awful.
Yeah, well, it's shoddy.
Oh, it shoots fast, actually.
Yeah.
If it had a higher, shoddy is a very bad quality, but if it had a higher quality, its damage wouldn't go higher, I don't believe. Melee weapons damage is dictated by quality, but not ranged, only accuracy. But the mod weapon might go off damage too.
Yeah, I'm
But
hoping this guy with
like a
one
better
arm
pistol.
is like a savant when it comes to shooting or making guns. Like, you know how like there's a famous rock band named Def
It
Leppard.
doesn't work like that. It's completely based on his skill, dude.
I know.
So if his
Self-loading
skill's good,
actions.
he's good.
Okay, I need cremation.
But what was the Def Leppard thing? Is he like one-handed?
Yeah, the drummer is has one arm.
And he's really, really good?
Yeah.
How do you drum really good with one arm?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, I'm not doubting that he is. And I'm not, like, disputing that. But, fuck. Is he better than other drummers?
Some.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, with one arm, I doubt he has the capability of being better than, like, some of the best. He will never be some of the best. But I've seen people that can do miraculous things.
Yeah, I think I've got enough.
Willpower beats everything else.
I think I got enough food to last through the winter.
Enough to what?
Enough food to last through the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 1,700 rice, 350 corn, and
Remember what I told you about rice? It has the lowest yield and grows the fastest, therefore it requires a lot of work. So in general, when the growing season begins, you should hit hard on like corn, and when the growing season is ending, if you have food problems, then you go for rice. That's like a general idea, if you're just crunching numbers. You could just do rice forever. It doesn't really make too big of a difference. But that also means your grower will get more experience by doing rice than corn, because he will be doing work more often.
yeah.
I don't think but if you want growing experience, set up a grove for teak trees, or any long growing tree that requires a lot of plant time. I think all trees require the same plant time, but teak is the longest growing. I think teak and oak, so they yield the highest amount of wood. That is if you care.
Okay, now I need...
I needed anthracite coal ore, and now I don't. I like this. How, like, there's anthracite coal and bituminous coal, and all those are, like, better or worse than each other and whatnot. I like the kind of diversity, I guess. Also, I like that I'm finding so much diamond.
Bad temperature.
For what?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, machining?
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you're getting near winter now. Oh, that was strange.
I need to set
That
all...
creeper started blowing up and kept walking towards me. I took a lot more damage from that than I would have liked. I don't think I've ever seen a creeper do that. Yeah, he started ticking, and I started to run away, and he ran at me and blew up. I'm not sure if he was a unique creeper. I've never seen a creeper do that. It almost killed me. The worst thing ever that's ever happened to me, and it's happened quite a few times, IJ, and I'm sure you can sympathize, because I'm sure it's happened to you too, is when a creeper, like, falls on top of you in a hole in a ravine. Like, you're digging
it's
full.
way too cold in the house.
Open up the door to the heat geyser and roof it off. Also, disable the power on your coolers.
Is that...
That they don't act as a vent, but they do if they're on.
So, toggle power on them?
Yeah, just V. Learn that hotkey, it's really important. So I would hit V on all your coolers, open the door to the, like, force the door to stay open to the thing with the geyser, and remove the no roof zone.
Natural
and
heating.
yeah, it's, I don't know if it's gonna be, you're gonna have to figure out how to balance.
It's probably not gonna be enough.
It might be too much. That thing produces a lot of heat. But your room is pretty big.
No, it's still too cold. It's not producing enough.
It'll, like, disperse out over time. It's not gonna happen instantly.
Yeah, I'm still gonna put some heaters in. I'm gonna put
yeah,
heaters
you still
in the
need
bedroom.
heaters, don't get me wrong. But, like, I'm saying over time it's probably going to start to catch up. Like, you just stuck something that's producing a lot of heat in the middle of an iceberg, and you expect it to work right away.
And yes, I'm putting heaters in each bedroom, but I know I have the power to support it.
Yeah, but your doors are open, so it doesn't make a difference. Like, you can put the heaters really anywhere. It's, because your doors are open. Well, okay, so an open door does somewhat restrict a room from losing or gaining heat. But it's not a lot, because obviously the door is open. So, yeah, I don't know, your building's fucking huge. All I know is I had a 13 by 13 room for workshop, and I had a, I build my stockpiles in spheres, and you can tell why, that comm beacon. But the orbital trade beacon has a build stockpile button. So I place it, let it build its own stockpile, and then I build around it. But, like, I had that size room, my workshop, and a little outer room with the geothermal. So maybe, like, however big that circle is, a 13 by 13, and maybe like a 20 by 10. And that thing was putting my temperature at like 115.
Wait, is this... Okay, I want this guy.
Is he, like...
Well, I mean, it's a caravan.
The only way you're going to be able to recruit people like that is if you have hospitality, and caravans won't do it. And you don't have that mod. I would recommend getting it, but not right now. It allows you to convert people to your side in exchange for their faction rep. Now, obviously, it's not guaranteed or anything. You still have to, like... basically, you can entertain your guests, and they can choose whether or not to join. And then you can also try recruiting them. And
There's
if you've
nobody with a question mark.
It's a visitor. They're just coming to visit.
Passing through.
Yeah, this is why I like hospitality, though. Like, visitors you can recruit from. It's a mod I play with. That I probably won't play without ever again. Like, I wish that you had asked me about mods, because there's some that you should have gotten that are good. Like, I do like genetic prosthetics and organs. It adds more different types of trade ships and other stuff. I don't know, it adds stuff.
See, do I have anyone that's good at tailoring? What's tailoring under? Is that
Crafting.
Oh, it's still crafting.
I mean, you could highlight over it in your work tab and it'll show you what's needed or what skill they have, and it's the same as smithing in other one.
Have my guy with a burning passion for it take care of it.
That would be smart. Also, since crafting and tailoring and whatnot requires so much work, sometimes it's also good to look for a colonist that has like hard worker or industrious to do that, because they will get that massive workload done faster.
Oh god, are you kidding me? Damn, that lever... Okay.
Okay. What's the big deal? It's one chicken, I think. Oh. Ah! Friendly fire's awesome, isn't it? You saw that message, right?
Yeah.
Your lever action one-shot that. I mean, chickens are really weak. But, see, that's good. That red fox was a distraction. Although, to be fair, red foxes aren't that bad.
I still thought it was funny, the guy shoots and the chicken walks into the bullet.
Oh, sorry, I meant that chicken was a distraction in that red fox.
Yeah.
It's like, but the red fox isn't dangerous. They don't go after colonists, really. I think if it's starving, it might, but, like, grizzly bears and whatnot are what you have to worry about.
Okay, it looks like my building is getting to a comfortable temperature. A raccoon has gone mad. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. Crazy raccoon. I need to kill some of these muffalos. That's a lot of meat.
Yes. Hit their information tab to see how much. I think they're like 189 or something. Dude, that's a big herd. Alternatively, you could try taming those muffalos and they'll provide you with wool and milk. Wool makes very good thermal insulated clothing, and if it's made out of dusters, then it's very good at summer temps.
I'm gonna kill 4 of them and try to tame the rest.
You can only milk a female. So maybe you should just go for the females and kill the males. Or leave a male if you want to breed them. Muffalos aren't super hard to tame, but they're also not the easiest. They're not a husky, a Labrador retriever or something. Or a chick.
I like how one guy comes out, kills one, and then 2 people come out to try to tame.
Yep.
It's like, oh, don't just sitting there petting it. Don't mind that. Your
Dude,
friend's
I'm
just
really
dying.
patiently waiting for a certain thing to happen, and I'm not spoiling you of it. It might not happen. But, can you guess what that is? It has something to do with what you're doing.
One of them goes mad.
Close.
Oh, my
If you were to run up to a herd of muffalos, and you were to shoot them, or let's say like let's say that you walked up to a herd of elephants, and you started whacking one with a stick, what would happen?
The herd would turn.
Yeah. Let's just say that that might be possible. But it hasn't happened, so don't worry about it. I think it has to do with difficulty as well. Like, animals counterattacking.
Did you just feed a chicken a fine meal?
Dude, they'll feed them whatever they fucking are closest to. Why are they... Dude, they're feeding a chicken a fine meal because it's fucked. Like, that means it probably doesn't have legs.
No, malnutrition.
Oh.
Sorry.
How did it... How... Oh, dude, they're out of grass again.
I just opened their area up a lot, but...
Yeah, it's... The point is, like, you gave them a very tiny portion of the map. Usually, whenever I have... You need to make them free-range chickens, IJ. It'll improve the meat. Let them have the map. That way, next time a red fox shows up, they for sure will be hunted by it.
Okay, you're terrible.
Who?
You're a terrible shot. Look at him come out to tame and while somebody's shooting another one. I still find that hilarious.
You could totally hit your own colonist too.
I know. Just
What's
like
the
that
tame
chicken.
chance? 12%?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What level animal skill does that colonist have?
Which one?
The one that just tried. was a
This
female.
one has 10 with Burning Passion.
Weird. I have a level 20 animal tamer, and I think that his animal tame chance on a buffalo was like 11. Maybe I'm not paying close enough attention or something. I hardly tame buffaloes. I usually just butcher them because I have way too many.
I need a predator to tame.
Yep. You need a new predator, you mean?
You're a bear.
Rip Wolfie.
Rip Wolf.
You have a bear?
Yeah.
Get it.
I'm
Bears
gonna
are
try.
super good. Bears are good for 3 reasons. Number 1, they're bulky, meaning they're like durable.
Oh no, not hunt. Tame.
But bears also have a higher... check what his chances of taming the bear when he comes and tries. Because
Yeah,
if it's not super... 10 with Burning Passion should be plenty. Why do you have more than one animal tamer?
I don't know.
You'll experience the Burning Passion one much faster if no one else is doing it.
What's it under? Animals?
It's handling.
Handling? I got a lot of people on handle.
I mean, you have a lot of people with good skill on it, but you should clear all of them except for the one that you really want to get experience. He can handle it all on his own. Did your doctor suck dick? You have some good colonists, to be honest. Like, you have a lot of really good constructionists.
Yeah.
One good grower. Your
Well,
cooking situation is
a
bad.
lot of the growing got leveled when I put on the addition.
What?
When I made the addition.
What addition?
The.
Oh, you mean the rice?
No. The top of my base.
Oh, you mean like chopping trees?
Yeah.
It gives some experience, but I'll tell you where their growing skill is from is those rice fields. They have to manage those about every 1.5 days. But I'll tell you what, you want to get growing skill, make a teak tree patch in the middle of somewhere that does not have rich soil or anything, because you don't want to keep it. And then once they finish sowing and planting the whole thing, swap it over to oak.
Yeah.
They'll have to chop down all the trees and replant them, and their growing will level fast. Growing doesn't really level that fast, though.
Why? I'm surprised. It's supposed to be December and I'm still got plants growing.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. What's the temp outside? Oh, they're
46.
gonna die. They're not growing. I mean, they don't grow at night anyway. It said the growing period was like 40 days. It's obviously not. Well, I don't know. The middle of December is going to be cold, and early to mid-January is going to be cold. So you're going to deal with like 10 to 15 days where you're going to have not much growing. But I think highlight over the plants when it's daytime, and see like how fast they're growing during like middle of the day, because it is cold.
Yeah, I'm getting all the butchering done so I don't have things just rot away in my freezer again.
Yeah. Well, thank God animal bodies don't cause your colonists to be upset. Human
Yeah.
bodies do. They really don't like human bodies, especially.
Well, like you had that cannibalistic colony that you did.
Yeah, but that thing, I don't know, I thought that was going to be fun, and it really wasn't. Cannibal's too rare of a trait. You can never get more than 2 colonists. I mean, I watched someone do like 39 to 40 episodes, and he never got another cannibal. Every time one showed up with a raid of like 20 people, the turrets either killed the colonist or he did.
It's level 9 already.
What is?
He started at level 5 on crafting clothes.
Oh, right. Yeah, crafting levels very quickly. Especially if you're making dusters. What kind of clothing are you making?
I'm making, here, I'll just show you the bills. Parkas, just to keep them
Okay.
warm.
So, clothing affects different parts of the body, and certain clothing can stack. So if you do pants, button-down shirt, and duster, all three can stack. Parka and duster cannot stack. Let me actually look up the list.
Oh, here's the good guns.
Okay. So clothing is layer-based. Layers that have equal parts cannot be stacked. So, okay, so a t-shirt only affects torso. Legs, pants only affect legs. Button-down shirt affects arms and torso. Tribal wear affects torso and legs. Armor vest affects torso. Power armor affects arms, torso, and legs. Jacket affects arms and torso. Duster affects arms, torso, legs. And parka affects arms and torso. So, as far as I can tell, what that means is you cannot wear a t-shirt. I guess the clothing cannot affect the same body parts to an extent. I don't know. I think that's really stupid to think about. Armor vest can go on, period. Power armor cannot be worn with a duster or a parka. Actually, power armor goes... I think clothing cannot stack on the same body part, except I believe a jacket can. So you could wear a t-shirt or a button-down shirt with a jacket. But you cannot wear t-shirt or button-down shirt with power armor. I think. I don't remember.
Slept in the cold. What do you mean? Your room? Oh, your room is cold.
What the hell do you mean? Oh shit, it is actually cold.
Actually, I'm gonna put her in a new bed. One with a heater. And since I only have 6, I can have them all stay in the main wing. This guy's still going at it. Like, this guy doesn't finish a fucking project. He's got, like, unfinished shit all around him.
Who? Oh, the clothing guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, why does he keep... Oh, you know why that's happening?
Why?
Those other ones, I believe, are unfinished projects by other colonists.
Oh. No,
So,
he should be the only one working on it.
I'm pretty sure that's why he's doing it, because they should just continue back up on the project. Let him finish what he's currently working on, and you can cancel those other 3, and it'll rip it down to like 75% of the materials that went into it.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is
not...
other ones.
What?
I just saw another one walk over there and start working on it.
Yeah, so I would set other people to not craft except the one that you want to craft. Or just let it do it like
Wait,
it's doing.
Is this guy tamed?
The Muffalo one, yes. Muffalos are grazers. If you see a training tab, they're tamed. If you see a number after their name and you have not sold them, they're tamed.
What are you doing, Nina?
Is it a male or female Muffalo?
It is a male.
It's a male. Are you taming more than one male?
No.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I was gonna say,
taming
typically,
two
you
males,
typically
two
don't want,
female. Two female.
You typically don't want more than one male. Males just run around and eat grass. They serve no other purpose.
Okay, then I'll kill the other one.
Remember in Nemoria how we used to put like one male cow in a pen with like 12 females? Think of
Yeah.
it like that. One male can fuck a hell of a lot of females, but they cannot produce wool or milk. Oh, highlight over. Oh, it's a male. Never mind. Actually, I think males produce wool. Females produce wool and milk, so they're not useless. But I typically don't keep more than that.
10 shots from point blank to kill that thing.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
buffaloes are pretty strong, dude. Like in real life, if you shot a buffalo with a bolt-action rifle at its head,
it would die.
you think
Yeah.
in 10 shots? Yeah. How many
No,
shots would
in
it
one.
take? How many shots would it take before it was actually dead?
One. Shoot it in the
With
head.
Oh please.
I
Would a bolt-action
I
rifle go through its skull?
Yeah, I hunt with a bolt action rifle. It'll
Okay, let's say he didn't hit it in the. Let's say you didn't hit it in the head, and you were hitting it in its legs and its tail and shit like they are. How many shots do you think it would take?
it wouldn't go down. It would just
Exactly.
keep running and running and running, and you'd never catch it.
Exactly. So you see the point. He probably didn't shoot it in the head, and if he did, probably not more than once. And maybe he shot a headshot in this game could be just like chipping on the top of its skull.
Oh, by the way, you know how you said that I probably won't get raids from the south?
Yeah.
Yeah, they drop in like orbital pods.
Yeah, but raids can do that anywhere. They can even drop in the middle of your base. I'm saying that the majority of the raids, like siege, sappers, tribes, they're not going to come from the southern side because it's all water. I thought you were going to tell me because they're shallow water. There might be touching the edge, but I'm pretty sure.
Where's medicine crafted?
Drug lab, which is used in. I don't know if you have the research for drug production.
No, I don't.
You have to have drug production and you have to have medicine production.
Oh, we got a second buffalo.
Female?
Yeah.
Nice. If you follow the male around, eventually he's going to find the female and he's going to fuck her. I'm sure you're into that.
No.
You're not really going to see. You're just going to see hearts appear and it's going to be like the female is.
I'm not as a furry like you.
Oh,
5.6% on the bear.
That's not bad. So, 25% chance it attacks him in exchange for how long it'll take him to tame it. Oh wait, no, it's 1.8. He's 3 times as more likely to tame it than he is for it to retaliate and kill him. Or hurt him. It probably wouldn't kill him, but it would fuck him up pretty bad. Because remember, they have a 1.8% chance of retaliating.
Yeah, you know what's good is that I'm making all these clothes and they're automatically putting them on.
Yep, that's because they're good quality. Or at least better than what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Although, you may want to not make parkas. Parkas are typically used for extremely cold environments.
Well, I mean,
Hit information on the parka. The bottom is the important part. It restricts like global work speed or something. I mean, do you know Kenny from South Park? That's what you're putting on them.
Well, I mean, it's gonna get cold. I'm gonna get hit with the cold snap.
Oh, that's right. It's 20% global work speed. That is horrible. You only use parka. Look at the insulation against cold. Dusters of equal materials will insulate against heat and cold by about 30, whereas a parka will do like 70 cold insulation, but like 5 heat. So in general, for the climate you're in, a duster is a better parka. But if you're in like an ice sheet or a tundra, you want parkas. Or a boreal forest that gets really cold. I'm just giving it to you as a recommendation, because parkas are going to slow down everyone's work speed by a lot.
Oh, there's the ancient temple right there.
You feel like messing with it?
No, I'm looking for...
I mean, you're geared enough that you could do it. If you actually equipped your colonists with guns, I think only like a few people have them.
No, I need steel right now so I can build a heater so my animals
Deconstruct that steel building to the right of your base. And rip up the floor. You deconstruct the walls and then you use remove floor.
What's steel building?
It's like a structure. It's like barely up. It's like right next to that sandstone prison.
Oh, that is steel.
Yeah. I think you have one to the south too.
And how do I rip up the floor?
Deconstruct, and then under the floors menu, you've got to remove floor. it gives a lot of steel. That size structure is probably about 300 or 400 steel. When I play on my setting where I start with nothing, I restart if I don't have a decent sized steel building at the beginning. It collects steel very quickly, and you don't have time when you have no resources to do anything else.